All right, so the title of this video is I'm taking advantage. I'm not taking it for granted. And what I mean by that is like, look, I'm living in my parents' house, I'm taking advantage of the fact that I can wake up at any time, I can go to sleep at any time, and I can be up for as long as I need to in order to do business and be up as many hours as possible to put all that into money making, vessels, right? Vessels of work. So I'm taking advantage of that and I'm doing more. I'm taking advantage of the fact that, I can talk to numerous girls and have hookups and be in a relationship all at the same time. Because I'm becoming more attractive, I'm putting on more muscle, I'm taking advantage of the fact I can speak to a lot of women all at the same time, as opposed to speaking to one, and then I can vet them out, all at the same time and see in the end, in a couple of years, maybe when I'm closer to 30, who's actually going to be worthy to be like wife and who's not, right? I'm taking advantage of the fact that I'm young right now and I got a lot of testosterone, and I just convert that into putting on muscle and building my physique so that when I'm 30 to 40, I've got these huge ass biceps and arms that can be seen from a mile away, and people can, you know, I can influence people's decisions on how they're going to treat me based off of the way I look, right? Men and women included in that. I'm taking advantage of the fact that I know how to be celibate even whilst having sex. I don't have to bust a nut if I'm with a girl, especially if she doesn't if she's not someone I want to share my energy with. I can go for a many rounds, right? I can hit it from the back, from the front, in any which way, whatever position you want to think of, right? I can go as long as I want. I can stay hard and erect and maintain my own energy while still getting the fulfillment of like edging myself with her, right? And I'm taking advantage of all the, nutritional benefits there is to just keeping that energy from within me so that I feel like I'm still ready to get back to business as soon as I'm done hitting this hole, right? Or hitting this bitch or whatever it is. So I'm taking advantage of all of the resources I have around me. I'm taking advantage of this phone I'm using to record as many YouTube videos, everything. I think everything you got to take advantage, of it. Because if you're not taking advantage of things, then you're taking it for granted. If you're not getting the full use of whatever it is, whatever resource it is that you have at your disposal, then you're taking that for granted. You're not taking advantage of it. And I don't think that's smart. I think it's stupid. I think it's regressive behavior. And I think it won't come to serve you in the future. It'll only come as a detriment as opposed to a development of your future. So this is what I'm focused on. And I'm like, what the hell can I fucking do to make my life better in every single area and aspect? So that's exactly what I'm focused on doing. I want to be the best in what I do, and I refuse to quit. I refuse to stop. And even if I have a small lapse in judgment from time to time and I find myself getting lazy, right? Stop putting in the work. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Just sitting thinking. What the fuck am I thinking about? Is it that important? Is it stopping me from doing something that would be more beneficial right now than being in a procrastinated state? No, it's probably not. You know, just be more decisive. That's what I want to do, and be more decisive and reach the conclusion that I need to get to move on from that shit. However positive or negative it is, I don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm still alive and still breathing. I got more shit to do. I'll rest when I'm dead. I think this is the mindset that a lot of people should have. But when you're raised on just doing work for a certain period of time, like you go from the school system to the workforce system, and you're employed to work just for a specific amount of time, and then any time after that you can just have time off, have fun, go to the club, do whatever you want to do. But I mean, for the amount that they're paying you, compared to the cost of the activities that you can do outside of work hours, it's not worth it, because it's eating up all of your resources that you worked so hard for in the same day. Early in the day you worked super hard, you got paid. Later in the day you went and spent it all, because now you feel as though work is over. You don't really have that incentive to put more work in, because it's not something that is constantly grabbing your attention, and it's not something that's revolving. It just kind of like, it's just more of like a fixed period of time that you have to put work into, and after that you're allowed to be lazy. But I don't do things that allow me to be lazy. I try and do things that force me to be productive all the time. And you could say that it's kind of miserable, and in a sense it is. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Of course, like, I feel like, damn, I want to have some fun here and there, and like I can get fun in, but even then when I'm having fun, I'm thinking like, damn, how much time is this taking from me? Is it really worth it? Like, can I go and just make some money instead of doing this? Like, in the moment, whilst I'm thinking about, getting inside some cheeks, at the same time, I'm not really present, because I'm like, shit, what the fuck am I gonna do after this? I gotta, I probably had to travel for that. I have to travel back, money spent, time spent, a little bit of energy spent, and you got to really evaluate that and be like, okay, all these activities that I'm doing, all this extraterrestrial stuff outside of work that I'm doing, actually beneficial? Do they, like, are they another form of work? Can I turn that into another form of work somehow? Or if not, then it's just kind of like, it might be a waste of time. At least if you were, inside some cheeks and you turn that into some OnlyFans page, then it might serve you something. But if not, then, if you're not looking to create anything and everything into content or business, that, I feel like it's a loss, and you see with these mega content creators nowadays, look at the way people post on the internet. They literally find a way to turn anything into business, into, money, right? They find a way to become an aristocrat in literally every field of interest or work. And I think that's something that I want to apply to my own life as well. And I get really hard on myself. Sometimes I feel like I'm not working hard enough. I'm not putting in what's required, even though I do go hard on my own terms. It's just that, when you're comparing yourself to other people who have been going harder for longer, it's like, wow, okay, like, I'm doing enough, and maybe enough time hasn't passed yet, but if there's anything else I can think of doing along the way, I'm gonna do it as well. So yeah, that's, I think, the message I just wanted to pass on for this video. Is quite brief, but just a short summary of, kind of that you have to keep going, you have to push on, and don't quit. Whatever it is that you're doing, just fucking go, ape shit with it, and that's the end of the video.